Hello everybody, Jason, I'm New Days Revolution Cave. Happy Saturday to you, indeed. What do we got going on? The room is looking a little better. I now have room to sit at the school desk, so that's good. So we can do different backdrops and things like that. Lighting, I still need to figure out. Definitely need to figure out lighting. I don't think this one even has a bulb. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a bulb in it. But if I put the overhead light on, it's a big glare. It's terrible. I might get one of those social media gimmick light thingies that I don't know. We'll see. We've usually got decent lighting down here for the most part, but I don't know. G.I. Joe's behind me. That's not going to... It's going to look a little different soon. I'm getting inspired by the Ghostbusters He-Man area. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move everything up. And I'm going to have room to put a table in here. And on that table, the Terradrome and the G.I. Joe headquarters is going to go on it. And then we'll set up some figures and get a little diorama going. I got somebody potentially coming tomorrow or Monday to purchase the rest of the 242 Nintendo games. They're driving a couple hours for that. They say they're serious about it. We shall see. I definitely need light behind me. You're really going to want to see those G.I. Joes. And again, if I turn this on, yeah, those are Christmas pants. You know, then we got this going on. It's not so bad, I guess. I don't know. What else is going on? What else? The room is, like I said, the room's cleaning up. I put all the TV shows on DVD above the TV. That looks good. I'll show you that later. Yeah, once we get everything's going good. Once the room's looking good. Room's looking good. We'll get the He-Man legs fixed. We'll get the G.I. Joe table up, and then I'm done. I'm done forever. Big interview next Sunday, folks. Next Sunday, not tomorrow. Next Sunday. Big interview. Biggest interview the channel's ever had. You can take Magnum TA and Greg Gagne and Travis Orndorff. You can put them all in one package. You can weigh them. And they still will not equal the awesomeness of the next interview. You will see. If anybody guesses, I might have a prize. I don't know if I have a prize for you, but I don't really think I have a prize. I really don't. But go ahead and guess. Try to guess. Try to figure it out. Who is the interview going to be? It is a she. That is your clue. And no, it's not Winnie Cooper. That has been mentioned, and it is not. I have no chance of that ever. We're just going to talk on a Saturday. We're just going to talk. Talking to a good, close, personal friend of mine, and we go back and forth over text, and you know, sometimes we commiserate about life and stuff and things, and what makes us happy. You know, how do we get by? How do we cope with stressors? How do we cope with life? How do we cope with being an adult, maybe a husband, a father, an employee? How do we cope with that stuff? How do we cope with depression or anxiety or loneliness or whatever? What are the things that we do to make us happy? What are the things that we do to make us joy, or to make us joyful, or to bring us joy? And I talk about this a lot in my office with people who are struggling. Not just struggling with mental health, but just day-to-day stuff. You know, we need stuff. We need consistent activities or behaviors or thoughts or we need stuff to make us happy. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I tell people, including myself is kind of the number one person that I tell this stuff to. I don't just talk about it in my office. I try to bring it into my own life. But I tell people all the time, if you want to have coping mechanisms, if you want to have joy, if you want to bring peace into your life, it has to be stuff that's obtainable. It has to be at your fingertips, maybe. It has to be readily available to you. So when people come in and they say, well, I love to go rock climbing and skydiving, those are my coping strategies. Well, that's great, but that's going to be very few and far between. I need stuff that's right here, right now, so that I can access it when I need it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So the things that make you happy, the things that bring you peace, the things that bring you peace into your home. How do you make your home a peaceful place? How do you make yourself a peaceful place? For me, the number one hobby that I have that brings guaranteed joy is the television stuff. I mean, we've talked about that a million times. The revisiting of 80s television, 90s television, 70s television, 60s and 50s television if we have to. And then the accompanying movie, of course, from here and there. But being able to sit down and watch, whether it's here or whether it's at my office, which is being able to watch TV at my office has brought a ton more joy and peace than I thought it ever would. But being able to sit down and rewatch or watch for the first time something that is so thoughtless. It does not create stress. It does not create anger. It does not create the agenda of this television show. The Golden Girls have no agenda. We're not supposed to get mad at I Love Lucy. Mad About You and MacGyver are not going to instigate or inflame any political viewpoints, and it's just innocent, mindless fun. And that would be my number one go-to coping strategy. And it happens, like I said, at my office, but another thing that brings joy to my life is nighttime. My children are getting older, which means they're staying up a little later. Tonight's Saturday. They won't go to bed until maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. That's okay, because I'm not going to bed until about 3 in the morning. But when the house is dark and the children are nestled all snug in their beds and their mother is away in her room with her dog and her British television, I am very happy. I am in comfortable clothes. I am on my couch. I am covered up with a blanket, and I am throwing myself into television. So nighttime and nighttime TV are two of my go-to, not only just coping strategies, but they're my go-to resources for joy and peace. The emulator is actually bringing a ton of joy. So once again, thank you to Colin from Canada, an immeasurable thank you. The emulator is very fun. It's very fun to just turn it on and sit there and zone out to Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion on Sega Genesis and just try to play that. That's my game of choice right now. This room obviously brings some joy, but this room obviously also brings some stress, because every time I'm down here, I'm thinking about doing something else, making some kind of change. So I got to get away from that and then just settle here. And that's why I think that setting up the He-Man figures and setting up the Ghostbusters and eventually setting up the G.I. Joe diorama type stuff, that's going to be cool, because it's almost like the toys are going to be in action, and I'm going to be able to sit down here and look at them and just kind of zone out. And that's why I put my TV shows back up on the shelves where the Nintendo games were, because I like to see them. They were away in a cabinet up in the living room behind closed doors. I didn't see them. And just looking at them now, all the colors and all the titles and everything, I'll show you in a bit. That brings joy. Routine brings joy, folks. And I have been working so hard forever to try to bring consistent routines into my life, and because of the time restraints that I have and the different directions that I'm pulled in, I can only focus on a couple of routines. My most important routines are morning routines and nighttime routines. Nighttime routines, I've got a little bit more control over. Morning routines, I fail. I fail miserably. In a perfect world, as much as I love sleeping is such a hobby, but as much as I enjoy sleeping, in a perfect world, I would be the guy that can get up at 6 a.m. and isn't tired. 6 a.m, maybe throw a movie on, have a couple cups of coffee, the whole house is quiet, everybody's asleep, and I'm at peace. From there, I would probably want to jump in the shower, and I would want to start my day that way. I do not do that. If I have a 9 o'clock appointment, first of all, I don't even schedule 9 o'clock appointments in my office anymore. But if I had a 9 o'clock appointment in my office, I would be getting up at 8:30. I would be getting up at 8:30. I would be rushing out the door, and I would not even wake up until well after 9 mentally, which is not right. And then it just kind of throws off your whole day. But I'd love to be the guy that can get up early. At nighttime, I have the routine. The routine brings peace and joy into my life. And it might sound silly. We've talked about it way early in the early years of the channel, but I have to be comfortable at night. I have to, my blankets, the couch, my pillows, everything has to be very comfortable, very set up. I have to be clean. I have to absolutely shower every single night before bed. I have to spray myself with cologne and then get onto the couch and start watching television. It's bizarre, and some of you are rolling your eyes and laughing, but that brings peace and joy. And that routine, that consistency, has brought consistent peace to my life at nighttime. In fact, that routine makes me look forward to nighttime very much, just because I know that I'm going to be my most relaxed. I'm going to be my most comfortable. And if I could somehow find that in the morning, I think that would be pretty helpful too. Sunday mornings bring me peace and joy, and as simple as that sounds, it's a very important time of the week. It's my favorite time of the week. I get up, the kids kind of linger in bed for a while, they come down, I'm sure they jump on Fortnite, I'm watching cartoons, I haven't gotten off the couch, I'm watching cartoons, I'm comfortable, I'm warm, I still smell good from the night before. And Liam and I just prepare for our little bowling league on Sunday mornings, and I absolutely love it. I love Sunday mornings. In the summertime, since we did the garage, I go out into the garage at about 9:30 on Sunday morning. I throw open the garage door, I put MeTV on, and I watch the Brady Bunch, and I watch whatever's on MeTV, and I just sit there on the couch in the garage, and I love it. I love it. You got the garage doors open. It's Sunday morning. The world is going on, and I'm sitting there on the couch in the garage. So that's peaceful. Can't really do that in the winter. I do when it's not ridiculously cold, but I'm gonna enjoy the garage again in the springtime and summer. So what else? I would really like to figure out the connection between mental health and diet. I would really, really love to eat and drink healthier and see if that has any positive effects on mood. I know that I'm vitamin D deficient, so I should probably get some supplements, but I don't. But I would really like to have the self-control and the discipline to manage diet and eat I mean, in addition to physically healthier, I would like to eat mentally healthier and see if that has any improvement on mood and joy and peace. As I begin the climb to 50 years old, it truly is about joy and peace. My clothing, folks, the clothing choices that I make connect to joy and peace. Okay, you will never catch me wearing anything with buttons that tighten up. You will never catch me anything with a belt or with tight waist or anything like that. You won't. Now I know why old people buy old people clothes, because they're comfortable. Right? I wear the most casual clothes to work. I wear one color every single day. I prefer to wear all black. My casual clothes are pretty much warm-up suits and hoodies and sweatsuits. That's it. That's what I wear. That's it, because it's comfortable. I don't wear shoes at my office. I've got full cotton socks that have to be full. I gotta have comfort, because comfort creates peace and joy in my life. It's true. And I don't care. I don't care if you think it's weird. This is what brings comfort and joy to me. I need comfort, peace, and joy in my life as I approach 50. I need it. I have to have it. And I've spent some time, like I said just now, trying to generate a collection of things that make me peaceful and comfortable and joyful. So what say you down below? What brings you peace and comfort and joy into your life? Is it as simple as some of the things that I've mentioned, or are yours a little bit more intricate? Do you have to do the skydiving and the mountain climbing and the snowboarding and all that stuff? Or can you be satisfied with, what are we going to watch? Party of Five and Miami Vice, as I'm seeing on my shelf. I put them below. Let's talk about it. What brings you peace, comfort, and joy? And tomorrow's Sunday, and we'll see you all then with something. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll do it. We'll see you all next time. Good night now.